Already a homeschooler. Recent article I read about a Texas mom who was considering homeschooling during the pandemic. A friend of hers said, "You're already a homeschooler." And this reminded me of something I used to tell my friends when I was talking to people about homeschooling years ago. I would say, I was watching these families who have children in the public schools and they're in class all day long, and then they come home and they're struggling with hours of homework at night. And I used to say to these friends, look, you're already a homeschooler. You're doing all this work. You're just missing out on all the benefits. Maybe not all the benefits, but some of the benefits. And this woman, as many stories we've heard, decided, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And we have talked a lot about the academic benefits of homeschooling, the one-on-one instruction and the individual attention and the ability to focus on what works. But we haven't talked a lot about what is great for the families. And when I talk to these media interviews, people say, what's the difference between, if you're doing an online curriculum, what's the difference about using the online curriculum of the public schools? And I often say, let me just sum that up, less stress. The problem is the public schools are funded according to students and hours of days and number of days that they teach. And so that's the reason back in the spring we had all these people really frustrated with the public schools who wanted these students at home to spend 6 hours a day in front of a computer screen. That's just not reasonable. But in a homeschool environment, it's the family who's in control. They get to choose their curriculum, they get to choose the schedule, they focus on what works, not how long it takes to get it done. And these families are finding, as we see over and over, that this situation is great. Not only academically are their children learning and progressing, but the family is blossoming, and it's being great for these students. So when you think about homeschooling, don't just think about the academics of it, but remember, you, the parents, you're the school, you're the administrator, you get to choose the curriculum, you get to choose your schedule, you get to do what is best for your children, and guess what? If things change, you get to adapt. So click on the links below for more information, and thank you for helping us keep Texas families free.